Hello, Infinite Magicraid community, Flaery here. Today we're back with another hero build and we'll be doing Nita this time around. She's been requested a couple of times and I decided to do her. Unfortunately, I don't have a good build on her right now, but I think it is good enough for most of it, yeah. What you would want on your Nita is, I would say, good penetration sets. Basically look for stuff with mastery, attack speed, effect hit. Now that's an alright piece, but not too good, I don't think. Probably something like that would be okay. Then we would want something like this. Right here, as the attack rate, we would want some speed. Yeah, that's definitely a better one. Here we would want effect hit, speed, mastery. Well, effect hit and speed to begin with, and then that's alright. I would want some attack rate. Okay, so in terms of echoes, you would want. This is her signature echo, although it doesn't quite look like it. Yeah, this one works fine, and if you don't have that, you go for the poison one. Let me just show it to you. Where is it? Yeah, it's the chronic poison one. Increases all allies poison damage. I might actually use that in my poison team. Didn't actually consider it increases all allies poison damage. Yeah, and inflicts 1 layer of poison on the owner, but Nita is immune to poison and she actually heals herself from the poisons. Other than that, you could just use some blue echo if you don't have anything better. Probably the one with either effect hit or attack rate. Which one would that be? No. Skill damage on her. Yeah, I'm not sure her skills are affected by this. I think they are, but her poisons are not. Yeah. So her stages would be considered skill damage. And yeah. She's very good against Morong early on. And early on she's a very good unit in all content, both PvP and PvE. Nowadays we can still see her being used mid-game to end-game, but she has really quite fallen off from the PvP, and honestly in PvE too. She gets outshined by units like Mercado, Wheeler, and so on. Like, even in a good poison team, Zora would outdamage a Nita if you play her right. If you play Zora right, that is. Now, in terms of blessings, you would want some effect hit, and here you could go with poison damage bonus or mastery or attack rate. Here I'm probably going with tenacity, just to have her direct damage crit damage reduced taken. In terms of emblems, this is what we have on her. Nothing too crazy. Skill 1, applies poison, restores self HP. This one very important for PvP. Applies block buff. You can sometimes start with it to like stop a Nordic S4. Also applies depoisoning 2. I think it was exclusive 3. Yeah. Passive is the applying 1 poison at start of enemy turns. Some the dot damage immunity and converting all poison. So early on, yeah, she can be good versus an Erato without exclusives too. I mean, yeah, she's still an alright unit. She does need her exclusives. I would say all of them to start really working, but the exclusive 1 and 2 can be used in PvP. In PvE, even without exclusives, you can use her in Blue Tower. In Faction Abyss, everywhere honestly. In Lulu you would still use her. Let's see. Probably she won't be used here, but let's maybe see down the line who's the best Nita user, if any. I wouldn't imagine there's too many. Okay, there's one. There is one who doesn't have a Mercado. Okay. 4 million, 4 billion. Not too bad. Here's another Nita. Ooh. Here's one without Willa, but with Turf, whatever his name is. I wanted to see if there's one with Zora actually, but I don't think people know how to play her. She kind of needs to be manualed. Yeah. Maybe somebody did. I know I did. When we didn't have the good poisoners. No Zora. I mean, I guess it's just easier to use Nita over Zora just so you can auto the battles. Yeah. Okay. She's usable everywhere. Tower Mark, I believe my very first clear was something like Nita, but exclusive 2 maybe. And then I had Tanichin, exclusive 0, Quinlan, exclusive 0, How, exclusive 0, and Ronai, exclusive 0 or 1, I don't remember exactly. We didn't have pets back then, and it was pretty rough, honestly. How and Ronai, no shielders. Her consolidation is not exactly a consolidation, it's kind of a low tier one. And How was carrying hard, but somehow I managed to do it back then. She's still a very great unit to have. I would recommend going for Nordic and his skill 4, or yeah, going for Nordic first would be the best option for you entirely in the game wise. Nita, and then you can go Nita as your second mythic and going for exclusive 3 on her first, as it's more important than the exclusives on Nordic. That is if you don't have any good damage dealer, but yeah, with the way we've got power creep now, I would say a lot of units now trump Nita, like Erato, Morikis, Lance, let's see others. Erato, Morikis, Lance, Giselle, Willa. She's not exactly a bursty damage dealer, so to say. She's not a carry DPS, but yeah, Willa would not be one, I guess. Then you have Shao, who's definitely going to do more than Nita in terms of PvE, at least in PvP. Nita would still top Shao, and then we have Mercado, who would definitely top Nita in all content. And then I think that's about it, really. Chelsea would also top Nita in PvE, at least, not in PvP. Yeah. Let's see, maybe in Wuthering Coast. Poison. She's not a very good bosser. Well, she's an average one. Okay, so let's see. Poison. She's not very well built for me, so the comparison would not be fair at all. But I guess that's not a good one too. Let's throw in Zora. She does not have gear though, so I guess the further poisoners you put in, the further the gap you would see. Yeah, you can see now the gap is much bigger. Like even Magdi almost catching up to Nita. Yeah, Zora would need Melot and to be manualed, and she would need some gear. Okay, I think I forgot auras on Nita. Let's see. Best aura for her would be advanced hit aura, just because of the effect hit and attack. For early game, I would say about 70-80% effect hit would be good. Later on you would move to like 100. Mid to end game, I would say about 150% effect hit, and in the end game you would want close or no, if not above 200 effect hit. You need a lot to actually make Nita work. And then in terms of mastery, I would say early game probably about 100 to 120, mid game 120, 150, mid game to end game like 175, around there, 180 probably. And in the end game, I would say at the bare minimum, you would want 200 just to do some damage versus Wukongs. And if you're looking for an end game Nita to actually do work, you would need close to 300 mastery. And I'm saying this with a straight face. You would need a 300 mastery Nita with 200% effect hit and about 2400 speed or around there, which is not too hard to do if we're using penetration set, because we've got so much penetration set. And I could do this even right now in terms of stats. I'll just need to mythic some pieces, give her a mythic one with effect hit, mythic one with mastery. You get the point. Give her some mastery blessings, some effect hit ones, and we can make her work advanced hit aura too. But for me, she's not worth the investment. Really not, especially now that we have Giselle too, which is just on another level. But still, for early to mid game, she's not a bad unit to have. If you have Erato, you would consider Narrate or Ben Austin as your second Mythic, where I would say Ben is slightly better, at least in the mid, early, and mid to end game, just because he has more uses than Narrate. He's a great bosser, you would use him in everywhere basically, although Narrate too, they're kind of similar in terms of power that they bring to the PvE for your account. I just have a preference over Ben because he does have some use in PvP, unlike Narrate. At least Ben Austin has a chance to cleanse control effect from a unit, and he also gives effect rest up, and his skill 2 has a chance to put enemy skills on cooldown, and he's also gaining stealing turn meter. Honestly, that's a great ability to have. And with the power creep that we have, if this was 100% chance and this was like even 20% still, he would still not be played. It's that bad. If this was 100% chance and this was 100% chance and he had 30% innate turn meter and he had a passive shield at the start of battle, then he would be played. You need so much to have a unit be played right now, and Mythics have fallen off a lot. Yeah, we're only seeing Nordic nowadays, maybe some Nitas, but I don't think we see Nitas in the end game at all. Like we're seeing Brain even. Let's see if Koro has played a Nita. He has. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see, even though Nita went, she didn't do much versus a Wukong. I'm not sure if Koro's Nita went actually. Alright, so good effect hit. A very low mastery. Very low mastery. Very good speed, I guess. He's going for some weird build, I guess. Chronic poison on her. Yeah, with that mastery you're not touching a Wukong. It's an alright team, I guess, but you see what I'm talking about now. If they had like 250 mastery, JB maybe would have died there. Okay, no Nitas here, no Nitas here. No Nitas here. We actually see a Narrate and a Ben Austin. Okay, no Nitas here. None here. Maybe we see some here. No. Maybe we see some here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Giselle did most of the work here and not Nita. Yeah. 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 some damage from Nita, I guess. Alright, well, that about covers it. Still a good hero, but Mythics have really fallen off. Hope you found this helpful. If not, well, what can I say? See you in the next one, and bye bye.